But it looks like for NL, the Akuma qualified for Capcom Cup. We're going to set up our own Capcom Cup qualifier on the side of Shopify Rebellion in Dual Kevin.
Right on. And no ambiguity in regards to the character choice. It's got to be the Rashid.
Yeah.
That is the staple for someone like Dual Kevin, as he has been working this character and reinventing himself every single season, every single region that he gets to participate in. I'm actually rather curious to see how this is going to step up to NL's really sharpened Akuma.
Yeah, 100%. This is going to be a fun match to watch, just to see the shape of both of these players and how in-game ready they are. Obviously, Dual Kevin has been grinding nonstop, right? I think that the most successful Rashid this season, right? A lot of the other Rashids either switch characters or haven't had as much success as they wanted. Obviously, shouts to Big Bird, who did qualify for Capcom Cup recently. But besides that, didn't have as much of a season of success as we're used to seeing from him. Dual Kevin, still here, right? Made top 6 on the leaderboard, qualified via the offline grind and just the consistent success. You gotta love to see it. Well, and now he qualified a couple months ago, right? Where he got second place at CEO, I think it was, where Lashar had already qualified, so he got that spot. So it feels like NL's been a little bit flying under the radar more so recently because of his qualification already. So I want to see how prepared he is for somebody like Dual Kevin, who's been grinding nonstop.
I wouldn't be surprised if he actually fought off against them even at CEO on the way to that top 8.
Yeah, true. They might have played.
I want to definitely check out that record overall. But as it stands right now, Dual Kevin in the anchor positioning against NL. Both teams tied up 10 apiece. Now, talking about Rashid, I feel like in regards to where we see him at from a general standpoint, I feel like there's not a lot of people trying to excel with this character as often.
Yeah.
Not really brought to the table at certain premieres. There have been a really big shift in the meta in regards to the characters we see quite often. Rashid still has his presence with a handful of players, but just not as often.
Yeah, he's not as impressive as he once was because of the lack of Oki off OD, spit mixer and stuff like that, right? Obviously the throw loop toned down as well. So it takes a little bit more neutral victories than it did before, and Dual Kevin, he's been finding those. Nice conversion as well. Fun in the midair, juggle point, a little hezzy on the crouch medium punch. Got the counter hit, but nothing afterwards.
Pretty even in life right now. Dual Kevin, I think he just needs one normal away to get himself into that W. But NL, pretty much the same thing, right? We talk about conversion, we talk about single hit ones too. Akuma definitely has that type of potential, but it's a little bit more access in comparison to Rashid, standing light kick into the cancel, trying to drain the rest of that gauge. That could have been so severe if NL had committed to the low medium kick drive rush cancel. No DP, no attempt at all for an anti-air. Dual Kevin, moving on in, forward throw, first round.
Yeah, I love the way Dual Kevin ended that round, really. He stopped playing ground game. He harassed a little bit with stay medium kick, but that was about it. Yeah, right there, you see the harassment is coming in hot. Now he gets the counter hit. But beyond that, he didn't want to play that ground game with Akuma, right? He'd rather just set up the super jump. Are you ready for this? Let me get in close quarters. Right now, that beautiful punish counter link from NL.
I like that, taking note of that medium kick spacing, right? Dual Kevin is not shy to actually whiff it in front of your opponent, because if you're not ready for it, he will be able to counter pull. But damn! Over the wind, straight to the chest. Falcons NL with a huge rebuttal.
That was big right there. Perfectly spaced jump. No category 5s.
He's not even taking shelter. He is the threat. What is happening?
Okay. Yeah.
I freaked out, man. Just went right through the body.
My brain definitely short-circuited a bit. I'm not sure what happened. Oh, yeah, he tried the sweep, but NL, he wasn't looking for Dual Kevin to respond immediately, right? So he wasn't ready with the whip punish of his own. Dual Kevin now gets the opportunity. Oh, tried to catch affliction, and he caught him standing up eventually. Double drive rush combo, empty the meter, and because this is Akuma, guaranteed dead, brother. No question about it.
Damn, what a conversion, I gotta say. Dual Kevin just using the entirety of that jar of sauce, just emptying out the drive gauge, emptying out the level 3, finding the correct routes, all off of that safe jump setup that he had initially. That was really, really well done from Kevin. If anything, in terms of consistency, this guy's got it. He's gotten every single route down pat for any occasion, and it's quite impressive.
Yeah, I love the way he harassed NL at the end right there as well, right? He was like, I'm going to keep this compact, I'm going to keep it quick, I'm going to keep it so you have to think about something and change your defense within heartbeats, right? We saw the crouch light kick, it's like a jab, and then just a micro wall crouch light kick again, and it caught him standing perfectly. So then well calculated by Dual Kev to know that he can get the kill off that as well. Just immaculate play.
You know, one of the biggest things that we kind of highlighted in previous seasons when we first saw this team come together was like what the language barrier is going to be like amongst all 4 of them. So I was actually kind of curious, at least for 3-1, I will say primarily. But I mean, like, the gameplay has just been so universal and so well developed lately that there are like certain ways to kind of get your message across. And I think like NL definitely strong enough to pick up at anything that gets put down in any language, genuinely. So I'm actually quite impressed to see like how they've all come together and really establish themselves as brothers, as we heard in the pregame interview.
Yeah, well, King said we're brothers, man. We are ride or die. This is the squad. And yeah, they definitely, I've communicated with NL enough.
What in the world?
No, we need to communicate with his controller a little bit more, apparently.
My man was upsetting spaghetti. Oh, it's all coming down. Dual Kevin, make it hurt. Oh, and it's 0? Hold up, hold this DI. Let me get that win. Nobody's gonna jump on in there. Nice and easy, Dual Kevin singing his way towards at least the 2nd game.
Yeah, for real. The good thing for NL is 3 out of 5, right? Because that snowball could lead to a whole lot, but gets the punish on the roundhouse attempt and baits out the OD spinning mixer. Wait a minute. We might take this 2nd game for ourselves by the end of it.
At least he got the punish counter this time, right? Not gonna let it fall by the wayside. So much damage was left on the table in that previous round. Make it hurt. Damn! Conversion off of the lights too, nice and easy. Dual Kevin committing to the throw. Akuma was mad for, but to be fair, I think it's because of the backwalk speed.
Yeah, 100%. He's so fast, right? That time NL tried to jump over one of the whirlwinds again, but Dual Kevin this time kind of schemed on it, right? Allowed him to DP right back.
The back throw, we get control for NL. Akuma doing a great job of keeping majority of the cast in the corner with a plethora of different normals, forward medium kick being one of them, but forward fierce for sure. I've definitely witnessed a ton of ranked players just throwing out fierce with 0 caution. NL not gonna be on that variety, right?
Yeah. I love the fireball and the jumping as well, catching Dual Kevin. We know that Rashid has a tough time anti-airing, right? So, but again, the empty jump. And Nell's parries, man, they've gotten thrown multiple times.
Uh-oh. Got the GDS, the Great Desert Storm. I need to test against him. NL forced on defense. Good. Not going to use any sort of drive reversal. He's just toughening it out, but we do get the big opener. Dual Kevin dump out the rest of that gauge. What happened?
I thought we were going to see the GDS followed by the SRK, but instead, we're going to see the level 3 from Akuma, the CA version as well. You can't block me.
Strongest fingers known to man. Like I broke the guard.
Wow, and yeah,
unbelievable.
Bet on the crouch medium kick as well. I thought he was going to do some type of fireball shenanigan to cover the level 1 and then get some chip in, but believed to just straight up the crouch medium kick, send the drive rush after.
I think there was going to be, I was thinking of like what other opportunities Dual Kevin had to go into the target combo to launch up, or at least to go into like anything ending in a mixer into SRK.
Yeah.
There was a big opportunity there to finish it out with a level 1.
Yeah.
What went wrong?
Very surprised because you highlighted perfectly. He's almost like always on point with the routes, right? That's one of the only times I've seen his routing suffer. So that was very unfortunate for Dual Kev. But now we're back in 2 out of 3 territory as well.
Cool. Yeah, that was actually mad far for him to catch like the Demon Ray dive kick.
Yeah. Establish one throw. How many are we going to establish? Oh, tried another one, but Dual Kevin quick with the defense, but a little bit outside the range.
God, that flame, just so much push on that too. OD spinning mixer, finding the mark. Dual Kevin, temporary solace. He is still rather close to the corner. Any single conversion that Akuma can get can also lead you into that exact same position, or he can pull you back into it with the lights and also the walking that he has. OD!
Oh, and now, what perfect usage of the projectile priority system. OD fireball, deleting the whirlwind, recognizing that it did, and comboing into the level 1.
Also ready, very potent with the anti-airs, and now even more so with the punish counter on the way in. A couple of frame kills, and now still trying to find his shot, drive reversal to keep him contained. We do get the burnout successfully. There is 0 to his name. He's not going to go for the splat, is he? He is, and NL actually willing to spend level 1.
Yeah, this is a tough spot for NL, right? Because he was still so far behind, but it looks like that level 1, oh, might pay off. What a cancel to the DP, but he got caught off guard. Dual Kevin with the wake up drive rush, was not expecting that one. Oh, and he gets the DI as he got his drive meter right before Dual Kevin's impact connected. What an answer from NL.
And you can't mash it. You can't mash it either. You have to wait for that moment to actually get the drive gauge.
You can, because you will get a fierce or a button instead if you try to mash it before your drive meter comes back. Excellent highlight, Vicious. How did you time it like that, brother? Lightning in his eyes.
These guys are swinging.
Yeah, you got to.
He's like holding his chest, bro. He's clutching his chest. He's like, damn, I'm nice.
Yo, son, like how locked in do you have to be? He got that the moment his drive came back. Wow.
Any sooner, any later, he would have been dead.
Literally, like a perfect time. Like he found the gap that he had to shoot. Wow. So legitimately. It's been an amazing day one of SFL already. And Dual Kevin most likely holding up back right there. He got clipped by the overhead standing, so either that or backdash.
Excellent composure, at least from the defensive end, but Dual Kevin, he's taking up so much life against him already, but the punish counter coming in, looking to equalize that life bar against NL. OD uppercut, he doesn't give a damn, son. He was well within his rights to let off such a risky play out.
But now NL, oh my goodness, he's been so good with a life lead this set. So patient, picking his spots. That stand light kick has been a mean harassment tool, as it always is.
Oh. And the away side looking rather sharp this whole day.
Yeah. It's time to cut off on the pass a little bit. Kev, yeah, man. NL, right, he's got a lot of these ODDPs baited out, so now he's starting to wake up with buttons thinking Dual Kevin's going to bait it out because he has been in the past.
Now we get a full-on conversion, close enough to get the forward medium punch, into the eagle spike. Perfect parry. The side switch is going to be so dastardly against Dual Kevin. We get to harass with the fireball. Move on in. Drain some of your drive gauge off of these fierces. And these are chunks at a time, by the way. A single hit conversion for Dual Kevin will force the burnout unless he's forced to block the entire time. You see a couple of parries coming in, but he's still below that threshold. Perfect parry against a cyclone and a perfect punish going into it with the drive impact. Although the scaling is here, the most important thing is this corner control.
Yeah, and I'll just go with that combo, I think, to build back his own drive meter, take up the time, right? He didn't want to get cheeky with a reset or anything like that. Oh, and then finally just walks up and jabs him instead. Catches Dual Kevin's option, and I'll just run in the typical corner game. Well done, man, to bring home the victory for Falcons.
A real big slaughterhouse in all three matches thus far. No different coming in from Falcons. 30 points to Shopify's 10. Hopefully, they get to keep up that momentum and keep their promise in regards to where Oil King wants to take this team for this season. They want to bring them back to the promised land, but even further beyond into a championship. As for Shopify Rebellions, again, they were slow to start last season, but they really shaped it up in the second half. There has to be a point where they need to kick it into gear right now unless they want to face the same repercussions as last season.
Precisely, man. It's got to be a big wake-up call early on, right? And Team Falcons, it's a big confidence booster, right? You heard Oil King talk about it when he came in on the interview with Rob. This is the year we get our second title. We've come in, same roster every year. The camaraderie, the brotherhood is there, and even beyond pretty much every other team, because it's been these four for multiple years at this point. And man, what a way to bring this home. I love the way they ordered everything as well. NL, the true anchor in the spot right now, considering he is the Capcom Cup qualified player. Just so sick to see.
Dude, truly, man. You see this matchup, the way it unfolded. NL taking a lot of big risks on defense, but it paid out severely against Dual Kevin's pressure, because when you talk about, oh, I forgot about that significant drop. We didn't even catch the end of that replay towards what happened with the drive gauge in the last-ditch effort to get that DI from Dual Kevin. But either way you spin it, right? We talked about how dangerous Rashid's offensive pressure can be, but NL's decision-making on defense, technically, I want to say that's a defensive call.
Oh, man, like literally the moment he got that drive meter back. I need to see that. It's super slow-mo, frame by frame. Okay, just standing up. Just standing up with the pose like, yeah, bro, we can't lose. Oh, man, and then, yeah, a little hesitation right there from NL, blowing up the timing Dual Kevin tried to defend himself with. And, man, yeah, they're definitely bringing home on that one. Hugs all around.